What's this? Atelier Ryza? I think I heard of that before. Is there a new game coming out or something?
これいいんですか？これまずいよ。
まずい。いや、まずない。サマーだから。そう。Mama, I need $60 stat.
What?
It's showtime.
A few weeks ago, I came across this game coming out in October called Atelier Ryza. I've heard of the series before while researching stuff about JRPGs, but I've never honestly cared to get into it as it didn't look all that appealing to me. The art was nice, but I wasn't a fan of how the games looked in general. A lot of what I saw was just a bunch of cutesy anime girls throwing shit in a pot. Now, I love me some anime girls as much as the next guy, but I need some depth in my video games. Fucking nerd. It's why games like Senran Kagura can only hold my attention for so long. Obviously, I'm playing the game because... Did you just see that jiggle, bro? God damn! But the actual gameplay, while not terrible, gets pretty boring and monotonous after a couple hours. That doesn't mean I can't bust one though, boys, you feel me? That's why there's such a joyous moment in video games when the two of them meet harmoniously. Dragon Ball FighterZ, Persona, Pokemon, Valkyria Chronicles, Fire Emblem, Splatoon! Great games with great waifus are something to be treasured. I love it when I can play something and have a genuinely fantastic time playing it, while also checking my girls out. Nintendo these past few years has done a fantastic job of this. While I've always been a fan of the Pokemon girls, Nintendo proper hasn't slacked one bit and knows exactly what they're doing when they design their characters. Hell, they won't even be censoring third-party games. Now that's a goddamn plus if I ever seen one. So when I took the time to look into Atelier Ryza, I was pleasantly surprised. The game visually is stunning and the characters look great. The Atelier series, from what I've gathered, is apparently something Animal Crossing fans who wanted more depth would really enjoy. I think the best description I've read of it is from a guy on Reddit. No, seriously, this actually sounds amazing. The best way I ever heard the series described was, you know how in an RPG, you'll get to the end of the game and go through this incredibly difficult dungeon filled with all these massive monsters, and after a long while, you finally bleed your way over to the save point and find a shopkeeper there? You wonder, how the hell did this shopkeeper get through all that before me? How did they fight their way through? This series is about that shopkeeper. I think Moonlighter had a similar premise to this as well, but I never got to play that one. Ryza comes out on October 29th, 2019, and I'll be picking it up to play it on my own time. All that stemmed from this girl being attractive. But this is what I mean when I say waifus and interesting gameplay can really pull me, and I'm sure many of you as well, into a franchise. What if I enjoy Atelier Ryza's gameplay loop and story so much that I check out the older games in the series as well? That's a big plus to those developers, and more waifus to put in my secret folder. Another great example of this is Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I've always wanted to get into Grand Blue for the wrong reasons, and one of my dear friends, Oramaji, who's also a big fan of the game, has told me multiple times like I would really enjoy it. So I feel like I owe myself to get into the RPG version of the game, but I can't even lie, man. The second I saw Fairy on the screen, my god, I am the biggest Grand Blue fan you've ever seen. I wonder how old she is. You know, all this waifu talk reminds me of something. There's a game that came out this decade that not only saved a dying franchise, but got tons of people to go back and play some of the older titles. That's right, I can already smell the musky, angry fans typing.
Don't you dare say it, you stupid fat motherfucker! Fire Emblem was ruined because of that stupid fucking game. It is so dumbed down and lost all of its deep, secret mechanics because of your stupid fucking horniness for these waifus that my dog shit could play it. I could take my dog shit, put it on a fucking controller, and it would play Fire Emblem! Fuck you, you stupid neckbeard ugly fuck! Fuck you, I hate—
Fire Emblem Awakening saved Fire Emblem. Growing up, I had played, I think it was Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, I don't know, the GameCube one, but I never beat it. I didn't own it either, I just played it at my cousin's house. Now I know the game was huge in Japan back in the day, but over here in the West, I had no clue about the series, so when I played Melee, I had no clue who Marth or Roy were. I just played them because I love the way Marth says, "Minna." Fast forward a while, and the series wasn't in the best shape. It's been garnering less and less sales, which is honestly unfortunate, as I'm sure the games are great. I myself want to go back and play Shadow Dragon and Blazing Blade one day. I mean, look at this animation, bro. God damn, that is sick. In an issue of Iwata Ask, rest in peace Iwata-san, there was a talk between Iwata and the development team at Intelligent Systems where they just straight up said, yeah, Awakening is going to be the last one. These games are not selling at all. They didn't just slap some shit together and sell it though, they poured their heart out into this game. Hatano-san, who was working as the head of the sales department, he said, "The Emblem series isn't making the numbers, so this is going to be the last one." And the members said, "This is going to be the last one, so let's put everything we want so we don't have any regrets." Then we had a big list of different things. I want to do this, and I want to do that, and the result was Awakening. I remember you saying, "We will make sure that we don't have any regrets." The resulting game sold pretty well. We were able to make a big comeback. It became the best-selling game in the Emblem series overseas. They brought in the best of the best from the series past to sculpt the game while bringing in some fresh new blood to handle the art for the game. Tons of features from previous titles were thrown into here, and you could tell when you played this goddamn masterpiece that it really was the culmination of the franchise. But why did I purchase the game?
Oh my god, boys!
Awakening, in my eyes, is my first Fire Emblem game and certainly won't be the last. I played Conquest as well, and I thought it was solid, but I couldn't believe how much I fell in love with the game, all because of an attractive character. Let's be real here though. You guys bought Awakening, and the hardest decision you guys had was,
Do I want to fuck the hot goth girl, or do I want to fuck my best friend's daughter? I fucked my best friend's daughter.
I know a lot of people take issue with this sort of thing. I've already seen it happening with Atelier Ryza, in which longtime fans of the series are angry that the new game is getting attention for all the wrong reasons. That's understandable, but I think it's totally fine. Atelier is already super niche, and getting attention like this can be great to boost sales numbers and possibly get us an even better game in the future.
I want a fucking anime girl. So Pinoy, what are you looking forward to most in Three Houses? I'm gonna fuck Edelgard and Petra. You know there's so much more to the game than just that, right? You know what, dude? Why don't I just let my inner twitch.tv/wem_TV speak for me? What?
Listen, there's multiple replay potential in the game. All I'm saying is my first playthrough, Edelgard's getting fucked.
I look to